So, right, I don't want to lose my fear of heights so that I can do that. What are some of the craziest phobias? I mean, I will tell you, the clown thing I've never understood. I don't know why anybody would be afraid of a clown, but apparently there's clown phobia. But what's usually at the root of the irrational phobias that people have? You know, I'm afraid of all dentists. Really? Have you met them all? I mean, some of them are cool, some of them are non-threatening. I'm afraid of snakes. Well, I get that. You know, the snake could harm you. But, you know, fear of a spider, that's kind of tough. I mean, again, if the thing was half the size of the room, like in a horror movie, maybe be afraid of it. But are you afraid of something that you can crush with your hand and just a paper towel and, you know, you're in perfect safety? What's usually at the root of these phobias?
Well, too often it happens from an experience that happens very quickly, right? But the truth is that as quickly as it can be created, you can get rid of it just as quickly if it's the right thing to do at the right time. So let's say, for instance, most of the time people are afraid of something that all they have to do is think about it. What they fear doesn't even have to be in their presence. So a lot of people who fear the snakes, fear the spiders, just by thinking about them, they fear them, which means that it's just the thought of it that is scary. How big it is inside their minds, how close it is to their mind's eye. And really, once we start playing around with that and changing it, the fear can shrink.
All right, so how do we deconstruct the fear? When you say it's a matter of thinking about it, what do you need to think?
It's a matter of actually seeing how you're thinking about it in your mind's eye, because most of the time people see a great big picture coming in close to them. And once you take that picture and actually shrink it down to, let's say, the size of a dime, and then blink it black and white, it changes how you feel about it.
And how do you do that?
Oh, very simply. It's just a matter of thinking. We all think, right? And thinking happens inside your brain. And if someone just closes their eyes and just sees for a moment what it is that they fear, they'll see that it's a great big picture. Shrink it down while they still have their eyes closed, and then blink it black and white, and then once again open up their eyes. But before they even open it, to even imagine themselves being comfortable around whatever it is that they fear, provided they should be comfortable around it. Because let's face it, there are some snakes in the world that are poisonous, but not a whole lot is going on with people dying from snakes. I mean, the National Institutes of Health says that less than 1% of the planet who's bitten by a snake actually doesn't come back from it. So the point is to actually be comfortable at the right time in the right place.